Hello, I do want to refer you to our lesson plan section. And so under instructional resources, if you click on that, you can scroll down to lesson plans. And within that, there is a weekly lesson plan template. Now this is a Google Doc, so if you want to make it your own, you'll have to go to File and make a copy. And that will be yours. Everything will be located within your document as well, just like I'm going to show you right now. So there's really three types at the bottom that you can choose from. Weekly format one is this one. It's probably more for your high school teacher or somebody who's teaching the same thing over and over. And again, we'll take a look at that in a second. The other one is probably an elementary one where you're teaching multiple subjects, and those are broken down to ELA, math, science, and then history. And then if your principal requires you to do a daily lesson plan, this is one that's a little bit more specific. This will obviously take a little bit more time to fill out, but that is available to you. The first thing I would do, first thing that needs to be done is to go in and fill the data input out. It's really easy. All you got to do is fill out the pretty much yellow parts. So obviously type your name in, type the grade level, the district, and then you can select what you teach. From there, we want to provide kind of maybe a vault where all your essentials are. And so what you can do is go into copy and paste your reds into here. So each row has a different indicator, and then you would go and copy paste your blues, because obviously you're going to be teaching some of those blues at some point as well. And so if you're teaching one subject, you would put it right here. If you're teaching ELA, you put it right here as well. But then if you're an elementary teacher, you would go in and copy and paste your math for your reds and blues, and then also your science. Once those are available, you can put those there. Now the reason we want to do this, it's a little bit of work to begin with, but after that it should be fairly easy. So if I am a elementary teacher, what I can do for my lesson plans, I can just go in and drop down for my week. So let's say it's week 10. I can put the dates down. All I have to do is double click and choose the date that I'm putting my lesson plan in for. Now that we've imported all of or copied pasted our reds and blues, what I can do here now is a drop down list. Now I don't have my specific ones written out, and I didn't copy and paste real ones, but I did have just generic ones here. So those will come up as a drop down list, and so you can kind of specify which ones you're teaching on those specific days. So if I'm just teaching reds across there, that's great. If there's no blues, I just leave it blank. If it's not a red, I can delete that and select which blue I want to use. Again, the indicators will actually show up once those are copied and pasted in there. And then from there, I can just type in my lesson plan. Remember, if you click Control Return, it's going to return down within that cell, so you don't go down to a whole nother cell. And so I get my ELA done, and then I can go into math, choose my essential learnings, and then type out my lesson plan for that day. Just a reminder, there is a reminder section at the end. I always like to have that. So when I print this out nicely, it should print fairly well. And at the end, I can have that for my Monday. At the end of the day, these are my reminders that I need to tell the kids or for myself. Same thing for the weekly one. Exact same thing, format. I did have a daily objective. If you don't want that, just click and delete that row. And at the bottom, there's also an announcement section too. And this should also print fairly well. And in both of these, you can see that they copy and paste your name, what subject you teach, what grade level into this format, so it's ready to go. So it's a lot of work at the beginning, just copy and pasting your essential learnings, putting your name, everything. But then from there on, it should be fairly easy. You can delete the one that you don't want. So I can go and delete this one if I don't want this one. Or better yet, I can actually duplicate this one. So I could have week 1 on here. See how I could do that? I could rename this to week 2. And so I could have all my lesson plans within one document. And then it just makes it easier so I don't have 28 documents at the end of the semester, or however you're going to do that. So if I want to delete this one, again, I just click on it and I'm going to delete week 2. The nice thing, if I duplicate those, it's all going to remember my data from my input. So it's going to pull in data from that. I don't have to recreate the wheel. As long as I don't change anything like this, it will automatically auto copy if I duplicate these worksheets. So anyway, you can print these off, makes it easy. You can download as a PDF if you want to print those off for your principal, if you need to turn those in. So just an option for you. Hopefully it makes it easier for you.